Ah. Back to Nigeria, my country. To be faithful, loyal, and honest. Tèmi ò ní fọwọ́ sọ̀yà. Ọmọ Naija máa ní mí. To defend unity, uphold our honor and glory. Kò síbikíbi tí mo rí. Tèmi ò ní fọwọ́ sọ̀yà. Ọmọ Naija máa ní mí.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, good night, good every time, wherever you are listening to us on the surface of the planet Earth. I want to say a very big thank you to everyone watching us and actually online at this very time. I want to appreciate you all. I want to thank you for always being there with us, for always supporting us, and for always watching the show. Because like I always say, without you, there is no us. So tonight we're going to do something differently, and I want to show you a slick preview of what we are going to do. So one of the major things we want to do is what you're watching now, Heritage TV Audience Involvement Night. What is Audience Involvement Night? Is everything we're doing today, we will be bringing 1-2 person from the audience, people who are watching. We don't want to prearrange anybody for this one, but we want to bring the people who are always here. So why can't we get involved? Why can't you get involved properly? So from time to time, I will call on one person, or whoever wants to join can send me a WhatsApp message. Send me your number. Send me a WhatsApp message, and then I will invite you to join the show today. That is what we're going to do. And what we're discussing today is, where are we? Where are we? Where exactly are we? Because we want to know where everybody is. We want to know the part where you are. We want to know where the part where that person is. Victoria Bola Alade, I want to say a very good evening and thank you for joining me, which I probably believe today is the first time I'm seeing you on this show, and thank you for actually showing yourself as well. I want to thank Olayomi Koiki from Jordan, somebody from Jordan today. I want to thank everybody joining this show today. We are in this together, and I will bring as many people as I can. Thank you very much. Ali Mutiu, thank you very much. I will bring as many people as we can today on the show. So instead of having 5 people on the show today, we're not going to have 5 people. We're going to have less people so that I can give you guys the opportunity to be our guest. So how many am I having? Can anybody guess? Or should I just continue? Okay, let me review my guests tonight. And these are my guests. Engineer Maxwell, thank you for sharing that post. I really appreciate you guys for sharing. Today is a share period. Kemi Awokpetu, thank you very much. So I have 2 screens right underneath myself and right underneath Fatai Okribido, empty, and it's for our audience tonight. So make sure if you want to do it, you can do it like Engineer Opanuga yesterday. You know, when he was about to start, he has to go and have a shower. So if you want to have a shower before you start today, you better go and have your shower today as well, and let's get it cracking. One thing I will say is that don't call, just send a WhatsApp message. And remember, after some time, we're going to have to bring my brother in because he needs to give us some few figures. And we need to change some few things on how we work some few things out here. But I want to thank you all. I want to say a very big thank you to all of you for joining this. For joining this, we really appreciate you. So let me go to the guests, to some of the guests tonight. Some of the guests, the one I know for now, and then we will find out the rest later on. The first one I want to actually introduce is who should I go to first? Preference? Do I have a preference? I don't think I have a preference. They're both the same. These guys are the same, right? So I don't have a special preference for both of them. They were just
go to Mr. Goribe. Go to Mr. Goribe.
They are good, useful people, and they are good talker. They're good talker. Okay, let's go to Mr. Okurubido first. Mr. Okurubido, welcome to the show. You have anything to say to your normal guest?
Thank you very much, Mr. Moderator. I think Uncle Frank is trying to be funny. I think he's always an hero of every night, so he's one who should try to break the ice tonight.
Okay. Thank you very much for that. Yeah, so he wants you to break the ice. So what we're gonna have the ice with? Is it ice on rock, or rock on ice, or ice on coke, or ice on brandy, or ice on pap? Okay. Which one are we doing tonight? Okay, let's go for it. Yeah. So I'm gonna go to Mr. Frank Bello to probably say something like he normally waves his hand. I know he likes to wave his hand. So maybe he's an expert when it comes to using his hand. Frank Bello, anything you want to say?
Yes, Mr. Goribido is so fantastic. I've worked with Fatai Goribido, superb human being. He's written for me in the. He's written fantastic pieces of articles for me, and I just cannot take out and anything from his article. Superb human being. I love him to bits and pieces. This man is rugged. This man is gonna come into my house and we will edit till 4-5 in the morning. He was not paid. It's just the way you and I we work on Heritage TV, not paid. It's just that passion. The passion and that zeal for us to enjoy what we like doing. You see, that's why Heritage TV will survive, because Fatai Uguribido demonstrated it, and I respected this man so much.
Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much, From Bello, for saying your mind on that one. I thank you. 21 shares already. Wow, guys, you're fantastic, like I always say. What I'm going to do is that today there is going to be a passport that you're going to use to come in. I'm not talking about Nigerian passport, because we're not going to use Nigerian passport. We're going to use our own passport to come into the show. So first of all, it depends on how many shares you have. If you have good numbers of shares, that's one condition that you're going to come in. And the good thing is that it's technology. Security Shola Sulaiman, thank you very much for commenting on the link. I think that's just the link. Okay, before I actually go ahead, Victor, thank you for coming in. Thank you for sharing as well. Before I go ahead, there's something I want to share with you guys, and that thing is I don't know what to call it. The online petition. We've done the first one. One of the first one. Number one of the many to come. We're gonna do a lot because we need to get this one. JC, thank you for coming. Thank you for sharing that. So what's gonna happen is that I'm gonna pin the link. So if you have a pen handy, get this number down quickly. I don't know, maybe I can pin both. I don't know, maybe I'm gonna pin both. I'm gonna try and pin both. So I want to pin both the online petition and the phone number you need to send your WhatsApp to, so that when you want to comment, you can send me the message. Please don't phone me. Okay. Well, unfortunately, I've seen the message before you delete it. So even if you delete it, so I've seen it already. So it's not a problem. Guys, you're fantastic. Guys, you're fantastic. I'm gonna praise somebody quickly. I want to praise somebody, or somebody has just done something that I want to do. Ayo Joe, thank you for sending that thing about. People have been distributing that one about. So, like I was saying to you guys, today is your night. It's all about you tonight. It's not about me alone. It's not about we. It's about every one of us. So, I'm going to try and pin the online petition team underneath, and then we take it from there. I really want to thank everybody. Good evening, everyone. Mr. Ola Shofolato. Oh, no, I won't say Mr. Or I will say Ola Shofolato. Maybe that's going to be better. Latif Ishola, thank you very much for that. Adekola Shole, thank you. Victor, thank you. Thank everyone. So, the question I want to pose today is, where are we? We know who we are. So, when you know who you are, then you ask, where are we? Then you ask, where are we going? So, but for today, so we know where we're going already. We know who we are already. We know we are either Biafran or Dudua. Someone was complaining today that I said Niger Delta and I said Little Bell. I'm sorry if I say that. I just want to make sure everybody is feel welcome. I'm not trying to put any division there. Some people will say, oh, I'm Biafran. Some people will say, oh, I'm Niger Delta. And many people will say, I'm Biafran. And many people will say, if Sowore said is not Yoruba, he called himself something, I can't remember. So there's something we can say things like that. So let's go to Fatai Okurubido first, and I want him to tell us where we are on the show tonight. As a new nation that want to come up, that's coming up, and nobody's gonna stop it. So let's go to Fatai. Thank you, man.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Moderator. You're always appreciated. My very good father-in-law. May God continue to bless. Where we are, I think we have to reflect right now and take aback the history of Nigeria and the situation that is confronting us today as Nigerians, and particularly as South Nigerians, underlined South Nigerians, because right now there is no any argument about it that Nigeria has been for long politically divided. I wouldn't say on tribal lines, but on that line of a region self-seeking, because I know for sure that South Nigeria has always been the only country that takes that nation seriously and wants to push the nation forward so that it can be progressive. And the other side, we can see through history the manipulations that Nigeria has gone through in the past 60 years, and the enforcement or the fostering of leaders that they think will serve their purpose. And for 60 years, that has been what the political play has been in Nigeria. Many of us, given the opportunity by the special knowledge of God to understand it, we have pandered this several times in the media to allow people to understand that Nigeria is not real, and danger had been hanging. And for those who actually can deduce We can see that danger that has been hanging even as far back as over 10, 15 years ago. And Nigeria today does not exist. And when we look back at the foundation of that country, the foundation was that which was built on the solid rock of creating a lifeblood line for the European economy. And that is what we have witnessed, either directly or indirectly, authoritatively, as we have established it. The reason why Nigeria has never, ever been promoted to ally with the international world, where technology, infrastructure development, services, and so many things that makes a nation vibrant. There has never been any effort to promote all this, but all those things are just deviation, that just to put that message across to us that Nigeria never existed. At a stage, we have occupied the third, the fourth, the fifth, the sixth largest oil producing country in the world. Until recently, maybe in the past 5, 6 years, when we have other countries being promoted, that they're pushing us to maybe about 7th or 8th or 9th position. But even then, occupying the 6th position in the entire world as oil producing country. What have we got to show for that in Nigeria of today? Have we ever seen any progress that has taken place in Nigeria? People who left Nigeria for 30 years, 40 years, who have been abroad, can they go back to Nigeria and see any sign of development or any sign of progress being made? And yet, we are the people that are most recognized in the international world. As I said earlier on, Nigeria was built on the foundation of creating a bloodline or life bloodline for the European nations. And that is why everything that has taken place in Nigeria politically has been fake. Whoever they think will serve their purpose, they manipulate us, they manipulate the media, they give them promotion so that at the end of the day, they force down our throat the bitter pill that we should not swallow. All these things has played for a very long time. So in order not to waste our time, and I don't want to bore you, where we are today, Nigeria is non-existent. It expired in 2014. And the issue is, if Nigeria had been operating the way a country should operate, when we have the citizens have their civil rights being protected, when we have good security, good educational system, when we have economic development, when every part of the country is being developed, that we can see the evidence of nationhood, nobody will be complaining. Today, we know that as South Nigerians, we are more accommodating, we are more resilient in our taking the heat for a very long time, and yet we have now established that nothing good can ever come out of Nigeria. It is time now for us to hold our destiny in our hands as South Nigerians. And the most dangerous thing that's happening now is we've been sounding that note in the past 1 year that big danger is coming to Nigeria. And that danger is the danger of extermination of South Nigerians, the Yoruba people, the Igbo people. We are now on the verge of extermination. This is not propaganda. We are not trying to be alarmist, but the reality is on ground. We can all see it. Frank Gaffney sounded note over a year ago to the world. He happens to be an American security expert. He's been calling on world leaders to rally around and make sure that the doom come to Nigeria does not happen. Only God knows, maybe that singular call might have been the reason why it has taken this long before the mayhem is unleashed on Nigeria. But we can see the movement of Fulani people. We can see the humiliation that has been met to South Nigerians. We can see how Ruga was played and they were trying to force it down our throat. A Ruga which happens to be many villages or small towns that will have educational areas, that will have the road development, that will have a veterinary hospital, all in the name of feeding cows. That goes to show that directly or indirectly, we are under serious undermining. A system that wants to overturn history and make South Nigeria an haven for the Fulanis, while trying to carry out ethnic cleansing, another genocide that may even surpass that of Rwanda and Burundi. So this is where we are, and we are begging everybody to be sensitive. We are sensitizing everybody to understand that we have no any other home than Nigeria, and particularly trying to appeal to every diasporan to feel concerned about this. Because imagine what has happened recently about the COVID-19. Imagine if a worse has happened economically and we are being asked to go back to our roots. Do we have another place to go? That's the reason why everybody must feel concerned about this. And as we are talking today, a lot of things I'm trying to summarize because I know the time is going and I don't want to bore you. As it is today, we know that the entire armory of Nigeria is stored in the northern part of Nigeria. The only time that was a little balance was when OBJ was in government, because he knew what has been happening and he tried to divide it among the three regions. Immediately, Yar'Adua came again, he repositioned them. When GEJ came, he tried, but what has really happened is that these people has always been under the serious pressure of handling our security by their emirates. The emirates control them, the emirates control our destiny, and the military wing of the so-called cabal are those that has positioned our armory in the north, that is in preparation for what may happen in the future. And in order to make sure that we, the southerners, are subdued, suppressed, humiliated, deprived, in every aspect of life, we are being bullied. And this is now time we are trying to make a wake-up call to everybody. Time is now here. We have to rise up now to our own defense, because if tomorrow we can see the systematic bombing of South now, through what? We have tankers blowing up every day. We see a lot of things happening. Many of them are not even being reported because already the media has compromised. Nigerians wake up every morning, no electricity to even hear the news, because many of these things may even, arise one night without even Nigerians knowing about it, only to see that everybody is being killed. Let us be sensitized. Let us understand. Everybody that's around us, let us tell them that South Nigeria is on the verge of ethnic cleansing that has never ever been happened in the history of the world. And Frank Gavin started this a year ago, calling on the entire world leaders to come around and disallow this from happening. As time goes on, I'll be enlightening more about what the doom that is about to face Nigeria. This is where we are, and we have to take a cue now.
Okay, thank you very much. We all know where we are. So we're in a pit. How do we get out of that pit? That is the most important thing. How do we get out of that pit we're in? The number for tonight, not to call, to get involved, I'm going to send you the link. I'm going to invite you to occupy one of those platforms that says Heritage TV Audience Involvement. You're going to be involved in that. So your phone is going to be in landscape. So if you want to get involved, the number is +44 734 123 4 5 6 0. +44 734 123 4 5 6 0. That's the WhatsApp number you need to send a message to. Just say hi to me, or hello, I want to get involved, and I will send you the invitation, and you can actually show in one of the two screens, either underneath me there or the one underneath Fatai Okurbido. So get your fingers working. Frank Bello, not about the problem, but what do you think we can do? What do you think we have to do? And anybody that wants to get involved, is all about, this is what you believe we should do, and this is what we can do. That's all we need. We don't need this man is faulty, or that one is faulty, or that one is guilty. We don't need all that tonight. So let's go for it. Frank Bello, crack on.
Mr. Moderator, thank you. I'm not going to deviate from the theme of your show tonight. The theme of your show tonight is where are we? You asked me and you posed a tough question to me. Thank God for Fatai Ugunibido, my brother, on the other end. We've worked together ruthlessly. Nobody can dispute that. Nobody. I can count on it that if I ask Fatai, Mr. Ugunibido, I need 200 words from you in 2 columns. Let me assure you, he will provide me with precision. I will find it extremely difficult to take and or if out of Fatai Ugunibido's article. That shows you how we came a long way. Where are we? Nigeria. Location 9. I'm not going to refer to Nigeria as Nigeria. My people know. They know it's location 9. If you're not accustomed to that, you better do. Location 9 is a fraud. Big time fraud, because Lord Lugard fraudulently merged people of different race and tribe together. We're not going to go into that. I've talked about that. It's not a subject we have to talk about this night. Nigeria today. The question is, does Nigeria exist today as a nation? No. 9, location 9 does not exist as a nation. It is a fraud. And that fraud expired long time, and it must come to an end. It has to come to an end. And in my generation and in my time, it will come to an end. Let me assure you, it will. 6th oil producing nation. 6th oil producing nation in the world. How long has location 9 been the 6th oil producing nation in the world? Ask yourselves. As if you are a Nigerian, I am not, and I don't want to be a Nigerian, because I hate Nigeria so passionately in my blood. All I want is my Oduduwa Republic, and I'm saying this to anybody watching this live stream tonight. I hate. Let them take this stream tonight to Muhammadu Buhari and any other person. I don't want to use derogatory words. I'm a very proud conservative Yoruba man. I'm not interested in Nigeria. And I'm saying it to people here and on many platforms. I hate, and I'm saying it again, I hate Nigeria passionately with all my blood. All I want is my Oduduwa Republic, and I'm not going to stop. Nigeria expired 15 years ago. Nigeria expired. The Americans, the British who molded location 9, they knew the country they molded up together expired. So why are we together? We're talking about where are we? You triggered Mr. Thomas. Sorry.
Yeah.
This is your platform.
No, go ahead.
You triggered that satanic and Luciferian part of me. Where are we? You want me to spell you exactly where we are? I would tell you exactly where we are. Nigeria is a fraud. If you are not comfortable, I don't want you to be comfortable with me. It's not my platform. Make no mistake. This is heritage. But this is not heritage views. My own views. You want to challenge my views? Don't take it out on heritage. Take it out on me. Where are we? Where are you? Where are you as a Nigerian? Are you a Biafran? Are you a Westerner and Odudua? Where are you? 2014, Nigeria expired, according to Fatai Ogunribido, 15 years ago.
6 years ago.
And you want me to stay in the same contraption that I know and I was able to see that many people, many Nigerians were unable to see as far back as 1999, that I was seeing now. No, I don't want to be in that nasty shithole. Sorry about my language, Mr. Heritage. I'm only expressing myself. If Facebook is not happy, tough. This is me, not you, not Heritage TV. My own views. The way I am feeling. I'm a proud conservative Yoruba man. I'm an Awoist to the core. Did you get that? Awoist to the core. And I found the Awoism in my leader. That's why I want to follow him. Unless and otherwise, you are not an Awoist and you are a vagabond, a prodigal son, somebody who does not believe. Awolowo educated me, if you don't know. Awolowo made me to be who I am. For many people in the East, everywhere, to benefit from my untapped knowledge. Chief Obafemi Awolowo made it happen. So why should I disown such a leader? And why should I follow vagabonds out there who marooned themselves as always, whereas they're just nonsense? Ruga, Mr. Ogunbiri, please don't step on the other side of me. I'm lethal. They wanted us. Did you know what happened? Do you want me to tell you? These people, they thought you and I are stupid, but we're not stupid. There are many Igbo people out there that are not stupid, that are not bought by Father Mbaka and Rochas Okorochas, Rotimi Amechis. There are many Yorubas that are not bought out there, that are not sell out to the Bola Tinumbus. that does not have any legacy to show in the Southwest. I streamed. I'm not going to go into that stream. Forget it. And the northern people, the Fulanese, they want me and they expect me to feed their cows. And they expect me to send down and then look after their own almanjeries from the north. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to leave my own children to look after their own children. Their children is their problem. No, I want to look after my own children in the Southwest. I've got many problems. I've got many children in the Southwest. Professor Banji Akitoye has got many children to look after in the Southwest. That the northern leaders who ruled Nigeria, let me give you an indication if you don't know. Do the sums yourselves. 60 odd years you gained your independence in 1960. The Southerners, they've only ruled by accident for 16 years. Not that they were elected legitimately. They ruled accidentally, starting from Obasanjo as a military junta in 1976 after Murtala Mohammed was killed by accident to Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. So if those people never ruled by accident, what does that tell you? The Fulanese wanted to rule you and dominate you. And you want me in 2020 to relinquish my father's land. You want me to relinquish Iyafakewa's land, my father's land in Ukemesho, in Akure land to the Fulanese. Damboroba, Shegemotu Azani. I'll hand over back to you at the studio.
Thank you very much, Frank Bello. I really appreciate your explanation. I've sent a code to someone to join. Please join as soon as possible. Join as soon as possible. I want to correct an impression, and the impression I want to correct is this, yeah? We're in this together. Every Southerner, whether you're Yoruba, whether you are from Ibibio, whether you're from Abeokuta, whether from Anambra, whether from anywhere you are, we're all in this. So we're not going to say Yoruba first. We're going to say Southerner first. And the easier we can unite all of us together, the better it's going to be for all of us. Because when we come out together, it's much easier and better. If you're gonna call tonight, if you're gonna join us on screen tonight, there are so many things we need to do. Please, we don't want no division today. We don't want any negative comment today. We just want message of unity to be passed around from one person to the other, which is going to make everybody's life easier. Okay, we know where we are a little bit. We don't know where we are finally, because sometimes when you analyze your step, when you trace back your step to where you are, you will know, if, especially if you miss the road. And between me and you, we've missed the road long time. And if you miss the road long time, the easiest way to correct it is to trace your footstep back and correct it exactly where you miss it. That is why we're asking, okay, where we are, where are we supposed to? Thank you very much. Have you signed your home petition? Let's see how many people signed the petition, because we need to get that petition going tonight. If 70 people are watching, and how many? Yes, we only started not quite long ago. We got 28. Wow, you just fly from 12 to 28. So let's do one thing. If you've not signed the petition, go in there now and sign it, and we'll continue. We got 78. We got 28 currently. We got 74 people watching. Maybe we need about 50 more people to sign this quickly. Let's do it, guys. Come on, we can do it together. Come on, let's do it quickly. People should sign the petition and share it, please. Yes, thank you very much, Timmy. Yeah, people should sign and share as well. That will make it go far. So sign it, share it. We're waiting for it. Yeah, please go ahead. Let's do it. Let's do it. Since we started talking, 29, only one person. 29. Come on, let's do it, guys. I know maybe you're typing and you're typing very slow, so let's do it. Yeah. Solar Show, thank you very much. Olawala, sign it, please. Ola Adebiyi, I will, please. You know, sometimes when you say you're gonna do something later, you end up forgetting, like me. So let's get it done now. Mr. Frank, why Mr. Frank is still getting angry? Let's get it done. So by the time we come back, his mind will be a little bit subtle. If I can get someone to give Mr. Frank some cold water, so that he's not, he's not that angry anymore. So that will make it better. Signed, Dixon. Thank you very much. Oh, Adebi. Yeah, thank you very much. He had to rewind. Okay, Godson. Yes, it will rewind. Now, where's the rewind button among here? Okay, I pressed. No, that's for the rewind button. That's my own rewind button. Frank, your own rewind button is not there, you know.
No.
Thank you very much.
When no, I'm sorry. When I want to talk seriously, I don't want to be under the influence of alcohol because I want to keep a straight head.
Okay, thank you very much. So we got 31 at the moment. So thank you guys for doing that. Anybody else that wants to do it? Good evening, guys. Erelua Bikade. Oh, like, okay, wow. Should say again. Okay. The petition is out. I believe I've actually sent it to you, ma'am. Please sign it, share it, sign it, share it, sign it, share it, sign it, share. I can handle Frank in my girlfriend. Okay, you're Julius. So that's no problem. As long as you're Julius and you're not joking. If you're joking, I will say don't handle him. So guys, how many people? Who is getting angry? Why are you angry? You're hungry? Okay. Is it because
I'm angry?
No, someone is saying someone is angry.
I'm terribly angry. I'm very angry.
Okay, I know you have the right to be angry. So as Engineer Panaga said we have 69 people watching, 59 people watching. Yeah, some people are running away. As soon as we start signing the petition, some people decide to take to their ill. That's no problem. You can run away if you want to run away. You can stay with us if you want to stay with us. Okay, do watch party as well, guys. Do watch party. Let's get it rolling. 59, 59 people watching, and we still have how many people? 33 still. So we managed to get only 6 people from the people watching before who are signing. Yeah. So let's get it going, please, guys. Okay. So if you want to join us, like I said, I've sent someone a link already. The person hasn't come in. The link will expire shortly. If you're ready to come in, just send me a WhatsApp message and I will send you a link to come in and say something to us. Great. So we know where we are a little bit. It's not all about where we are. You can call in as well. The number to call tonight is WhatsApp. I'll pin the number quickly. So it means if I pin the number, the sign-in thing is gonna go away. Please WhatsApp only. 750. No, let's use another number. +44 202. Oh, God of mercy. I don't know that number on top of my head. I don't know the number on top of my head. Yeah, okay. Let's choose another one then. No, I think I do. 80046 Okay, please WhatsApp only. Yes, it's a landline, but it has the WhatsApp. Yeah, WhatsApp only, guys. It's very important that it's WhatsApp only. Otherwise, you will not get through to us. So, guys, so we know the gentleman that just turned up. Could you turn your camera to landscape for me, please? Landscape. Okay, don't worry. Let me see. Maybe it's my fault here. Let's just see it quickly. No, it's not my fault. You need to do the orientation on your camera. You need to take the orientation out and change it to. Don't lock it. It's currently locked. Take it out. Go to settings. Inside the setting, when you pull your phone down, the one that says portrait, it's probably saying portrait at the moment. So change it to landscape. Change it to rotation. I will show you. Do you want me to show? Okay, I think it's doing it now. Because so, I think he has a message for us. So while we're waiting for him to get his camera orientation right, so what we're talking about is where we are. So we know where we are to a certain level. So, but is that all we know? How do we get here? How do we get to where we are so that we can go back a little bit? We don't want much about how we get there. We want to see how we can change course and start going in the right direction. And one of the best way to change course and go in the right direction is by signing that petition. If you're not signing that petition, it means you are not a true son of the soil. That is what I will say. You are not. The link is below the pin down. No, I've actually removed the link from there because I put a number there. So I'm gonna redo the link again and put it there, and it means we're gonna miss out on the number. Okay, that's the link there again. That's the wrong keyboard. Okay, that's the link there back. So just click on the link and then it will take you there. I don't know why this link is behaving funny. Okay, the link is actually there. It's actually there. So the link is actually pinned there. So the gentleman, if you can hear me, I think we lost you completely because okay, let's go back to this one. I have another 2 people I've sent the link to. Please let's come in as soon as possible and then we can go from there. I'm gonna go back to Frank Bello because at least it's giving me a little bit of a smile now. It wasn't like the other time when his eyes was frightening everybody in the house. I don't want him to explode, so now he's smiling a little bit. We can get more out of him. Frank Bello, so we're here now. How can we retrace our footsteps and start going in the? We know we're lost, so how can we do it properly and start going in the right direction, Frank?
Yes, I'm actually laughing because a very good friend of mine who made me to be who I am in the UK, and I shared the same program yesterday on his timeline. His name is Julius Amundeli. Most people in London will know Oyinda Food Store on Graham Road. Watching, and he said, Frank, you are a one-man army. When I started my publishing career here in the UK, this man was one of the people that saw the potentials in me, the way I see the potentials in Heritage TV, and the way Fatai Ogunribido saw potentials in me. We know ourselves when we see ourselves. Let's put it aside. Nigeria is messed up. I'm glad Julius Amudeli made mention of the fact that I was a one-man army. And since I made my debut, that many people did not know that I have been at the forefront of this liberation before 1999. I crushed Dele Momodu's ovation. Julius Amudeli is there because he was an agent to both of these magazines. I'm glad I'm beginning to see people who can tell my own story as opposed to some hopeless vagabonds out there that think I'm stupid. I'm not stupid, and I'm not screwed up, and I'm not enticed by money. I want Oduduwa Republic, and I'm not going to stop. I've got people who can testify to my struggle and the way I've been fighting this cause, even before Biafra. Before Biafra, because I knew that contraption called Location 9 was a fraud. And somebody out there wants to mess me up? No, I'm not. And I'm ready to sacrifice. I'm saying it. I'm ready to sacrifice my life now for what I believe in. I've been fighting for it, and I'm ready to put down my life for it. Kill me if you want to kill me. If you can kill me, my life belongs to God. If God says my life is in your hand, take it. But if God says this life is not in your hand, you can't take it. I'm ready for every one of you. Bola Tinubu, come. I'm challenging every one of them, because guess what? I'm going to vex my anger on every one of them, because Muhammadu Buhari in 1983 messed up Nigeria. What you and everybody are saying now, he planned it way back. Babangida truncated everything. Let me hand over back to you at the studio before I get fined.
Thank you very much for that, Frank Bello. Okay, I'm gonna introduce my first guest of the night. Welcome to the show, young man. Your name and where you're calling from, sir.
Are you talking to me, sir?
Yes, I'm talking to you, sir. Yes.
Okay, my name is Kayode Ojetunde.
Thank you, Uncle K. Can I call you Uncle K?
So, anyway, yeah. So, yeah, I'm calling from California, United States of America.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, yeah, you asked who is angry. Yeah, I'm one of the person that I'm really angry, because the recent development in the South, I don't want to say Southwest, like we say, we want to generalize South, because now there's influence of either the Alimanjiri or the Adije or the Natalas into the South. But it gives me headache every day, every night. Like Mr. Frank always said, that it's not in Nigeria. I was prepared that believe so we can change Nigeria, but it has now get to the point that I've now assumed that Nigeria has beyond redeemable. We cannot redeem Nigeria anymore. If we anyone say telling me that we can redeem Nigeria, it's just living in a full paradise. So I'm not like I was one of the people, because Showore and I, we belong to these people for the activists of 90s. the early 90s and late 90s that we fought Babangida, we fought everybody on the street before we left. But what we find out right now is that the most pathetic thing is that in the last few weeks, these people have been flooding to our space in the south. But nobody, no leader, nobody in the south has been coming out to raise any objection to any alarming something. I'm talking about the so-called leaders from Yoruba and from Igbo. I've never heard anything from Afeni Ferry. I've never heard anything from the prominent Yoruba people, the prominent Igbo people, the prominent South people to say, no, enough of these things. These people, they are doing these things. They were not able to achieve their. Now they are taking over our space in the southwest, southeast. But the funny thing is that before anybody will realize it, these people, they have their agenda. They want to take over the south. They are not playing. I was a Fulani, are not playing. I used to tell my people, I was a Fulani, they are not talking, they don't care about APC, they don't care about PDP, they don't care about Muslim, Christian. What they care about is how to make sure that they employ, it is all about Fulani. They don't care about it. That's why I look at some people, some of our Yoruba youth, that keep saying APC, PDP, forget about that, Muslim, Christians. These people, they don't care. They want to take over the land in the Igbo, in Yoruba land. And then, you know what? What they need to take over Nigeria, they already took over every strategic places in Nigeria. All the government parastatals has been taken over by Hausa Fulani. So the only thing that they need now is to take over the land. To take over the land. That is what, because right now, you and I, Yoruba, Igbo, and the middle belt, we are not Nigerians. We are not in Nigeria. It is only Fulani and Hausa, they are the Nigerians. They are the Nigerians. You and I, the funny thing is that these people contribute anything to Nigeria. They are in Nigeria, they don't contribute anything, they use Nigeria, everything. We are in diaspora. We know how much we are contributing to Nigeria. Hausa Fulani, they don't contribute anything. But what? We have a lot of our, like Mr. Akoyibido, we call it that, like Tinubu and some other people that like Obasanjo, because the route where we are right now, Obasanjo is anybody that telling me Obasanjo is another. No, Obasanjo destroyed Yoruba land. He sold Yoruba to these people because of his own aggrandizement. So I'm angry. Where are the leaders of Yoruba? To tell these people are taking over the Yoruba land. They, in the next few years, it's going to be like a dream. They will take over everything. You and I, we're here. You are in London. I'm in America. But the people the funny thing is that the people in Nigeria, they are not in the same realm with us. They are not sync with us. They are not in the same page with us. That is the problem.
Okay, I'm not sure what happened there.
What are we going to do to make them to be in the same page with us? I yield to the house.
Thank you very much, brother. I really appreciate your contribution. Thank you very much, sir. It is nice having you on the show today, my brother, Uncle K. That's a kudos to you, sir. At least you get it very, very well. Guys, that is the truth. It might be bitter, but that is the truth. And we just need to keep doing it right. What we're having today is what I call the Heritage Audience Involvement Night, in which you actually get involved in what we're doing properly. Not just watching, you've been watching and watching and watching, but we want you to contribute and people see you contributing and that you're part of it properly. The other time when I said people should should sign, the figure just dropped. About 20 people ran away from the scene. It doesn't matter if you don't want to if you don't want to sign, you don't want to sign. We're not gonna force anybody to sign. We're just encouraging you to sign if you think it's necessary for you to sign. Now we got 41. We nearly double it. So let's keep signing, guys, and let's keep going up. Tinubu don't belongs to the new Oduduwa. Yeah, we can say that. Don't mind Tinubu with 2023. I don't think 2023 is going to happen anyway. I think God on our side, we should have gotten our independent by that time. Let's go to Fatai, who is clapping for what I've just said.
Can I,
Have just before I go to Fatai, let's go to
Mr. Moderator. Before you go to
go ahead,
Mr. Moderator,
go ahead.
Before you go to Fatai,
yeah,
I think Julius Amodeli has just posted, and I can handle Frank Bello. He said he can handle me better. Maybe you want to.
No. When he says that, I actually passed a comment. He didn't just say that. You didn't. Your system is not working properly. You're probably late. When he said that, I said, "Thank God you are not Joke or you are not Juliana." Then I would probably delete the comment. But because you're Julius, I'm not going to delete it because it means you can't do anything for Frank Bello. So that is not a problem. So don't worry about it. Let's go to Fatai back now. Fatai Okurubido, you are.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Moderator. And the topic today is, where are we? And the duty we are serving now is to be.
Before you continue, Mr. Fatai, can I release Uncle K? Because I really want to read. I didn't want to tie him down there for too long. So, Uncle K, I want to say a very thank you to you for joining us today. It was lovely. Not actually seeing your finger typing something there, actually seeing you for real. That is the beauty of technology, isn't it? In California, in London, and we can see face to face like that and talk and participate. I want to say a very big thank you to you, sir. God bless you, and see you soon again. I hope next time we call you, you will join us again. Thank you, sir. God bless you. Mr. Okuribido, the floor is yours while I set up my next guest. Go ahead, sir.
Thank you very much, Mr. Moderator. The topic today is, where are we? And then let me, the duty we are serving now is to make sure that our people understand what is happening. So much things that many of us are confronting daily, maybe we are forgetting history. Don't let us forget that our resilience is what has made us fools in the presence of those who are our predators today. Those who know the plan they have for us, which is never a plan for goodness, but a plan for destruction and humiliation, is subdue our resource as Yoruba people who are across the world, people as progressive, well-educated, very visionary, and quite impacting in every aspect of life that they find themselves. Let me remind you, the nation has always been fake. As I'm talking to you, and it is already mortgaged by the powers that who sit in Abuja. And we have a history of a nation that has never ever been developed. We have a history of a nation that is being used as honeypot by European countries and their other allies. We have a nation whereby somebody will come in from the abroad holding only a briefcase, and then less than 3 months later leaving Nigeria with containers of oil. So this is the way we've been sold out. And the true, how did we arrive at that point? It is because we've never had a real leader in Nigeria. Those we have had are those that are being on horse. There is no democracy as it is non-existent. So what we have is just politicians being used as political tools, and those who are using them are the stakeholders who are sponsoring them so that they can get a share of the cake. This is the reality. And if I may go back to history of how Nigeria has journeyed briefly, not really been so expressive, but at least let me just explain. Nigeria expired in 2014, and there is a nation established just for the colonial powers to use as honeypot, and it has changed ever since. And that's the reason why it is only fixed by the circumstances of time, and the people are tailored towards that circumstances. And as if the elections are genuine, they use their media, they use all means, they use money to make sure that they put us in a position of, believing what they are telling us, which mostly are lies. And under a normal condition, population should be an advantage. And this is what we see in China. And that is why we have so many Western countries running to China for cheap labor. And that is why today, because nobody has attempted to develop Nigeria, that is why electricity is being sabotaged. Those sabotaging us are those that we always give the contract to. And because in Nigeria, we have never ever held our destiny in our hands, trying to, invest in technology so that we have, with the fact that we have solar energy in Nigeria that will have power the entire nation. We've never made the effort because the government has given no, situation to allow ourselves frustration in the land. And as I said, under a normal condition, population should be an advantage. With many industries coming in and establishing and, getting people as factory workers, as accountants, as engineers, these are things that is expected of a very nation. But what we are seeing in Nigeria is failure. So Nigeria is under serious undermining, and the real victims are the southerners of today, the southern youths who are actually master degree holders, who are people that should be, we can see the spillover across the world, how they are making waves and developing other nations of the world. So the situation we have, we can't continue like this. And those who are doing this, they know what they are doing. They know the reason why they are not developing Nigeria. And Yoruba nation must exist because the fact of option we call Nigeria existing. And it has been holding the destiny of you under the carpet in Abuja. And the destiny is being buried inside the desert. So these are things, if people, as they say, before now, we be so fooled, so degraded, we be so humiliated that many of our leaders cannot even talk again. And this is a nation that we spread across the world. And we are one of the biggest, dignified people in the entire world, especially giving that line to go and emancipate the black world. What are we seeing today? Deprivation. So please, the time has now come for us to understand that we should know where we are coming from. It's always been a fake nation. It has never existed as a nation. It has been put together right from day one as a honeypot for the big world. And this big world are people that are behind these Fulanis who are trying to exploit our oil from Nigeria and who are trying to exploit our seaports to the advantage of many of the Central African nations or Northern African nations. All these things are reality play. It's not propaganda. Let us come to reality. Is this the way we should be in Nigeria in year 2020? More than 15, 20, it was far back to year 2000. We were having this vision 2020, in which people were expecting that by year 2020, there could have been mass industrialization of Nigeria. But there are people behind sabotaging this through lack of electricity, pulling the nation down because they know that if they provide the electricity for Nigeria, start Nigeria within 5 years, the economy will surpass that of many big nations of the world. This is reality. Let us take our destiny into our hands. We understand how, in most cases, things are being made realistically in southwest Nigeria. 1989, we saw what Jakonde, Bisi Onabanjo, Adekunle Ajasin, Bola Ige, we saw what they did. And that was, next step or next level of what Awolowo did in the mid-50s, which placed us on the world map as the first nation, as the first nation in the entire Africa. Having television, having cocoa house, all these things. The template of our governance is still there. Let's forget about all the Omelebis or the Omalebis. Let the Omelebis now come together and make sure that we start this journey of getting our own nation, the Yoruba nation. We are ready for it because the template of our governance is there. We want to give to the world a model of governance that we are, even though black people is being modeled as never do wells, is the way they want to put us. But we have the resources, both human and economic and in resources, to be able to put up a nation that the entire world will see as a model. That we can do it. Our destiny is in our hands. The future generation coming, what are we planting for them that they are going to reap? If we don't take that on by the horn now, where are we going to find ourselves in another 10 years as a nation? Where are we going to find ourselves in another 5 years? And we have seen what has been happening, the influx of all these Fulanis into the southern part of Ruga is being denied systematically. They are doing it. They are dotting themselves. They are bringing motorcycles from different part of northern part of Nigeria, putting their Almajiris on the tarpaulins inside the bus, covering them, doing this. And then we have many of these guys, as they are having their bike on top of the trailer that is bringing them, they're having their AK-47 on the platform of the trailer that they're riding. All these things, we have to be wary of what is happening around us. We have to understand that there are big danger that is inherent in Yoruba land. We cannot stand while this ethnic cleansing that is being prepared now will take place. Let the world understand. Let us find a unified force that will create awareness in the entire world. Let us understand that a day must be set after this COVID-19 for the entire Yoruba race, and even in cooperation with the Biafra world. Let us find a day that in the entire world we are going to carry a protest that will alert the entire world of the intention of the Fulanis who wants to exterminate the Yoruba race and the Igbo race in Nigeria. We have to do it before it is too late. Please, 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 everybody should come on board and let us create this awareness and let us see what we can do. As right now, we are powerless. The entire ammunition, the entire armory is in the north, and they are ready to overrun us. Please, it should not happen. Thank you.
Mr. Okoribido, I really appreciate your resilience in doing what you're supposed to do very well. Guys, I want to say a very big sorry for giving you the wrong impression the last time. Some people drop off because they don't want to sign. Someone online, they only left because they want to go and sign. I am so sorry. I know for sure there is no coward in the house. And even if they are, they have to bury their hand in their head in the sand anyway. Yeah. So I want to say a very thank you. I'm gonna welcome another guest of ours tonight. You know what we're doing tonight, obviously. Something we're doing is something fantastic. Uncle, I think we lost your audio because maybe you use your phone. You need to come out and go back in again, sir. You need to. Hello.
Are you talking to me, sir?
Yes, I'm talking to you. I want to try and introduce you. Now, I have this gentleman on now. Is another audience who has taken the bold step of coming. Hold on. You are Odetola Abi, am I right?
Yes, he is.
Okay. Did you attend any school in Ota by any chance? No?
Ota.
Yeah. No.
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Okay, let's hear your view on the program tonight. What do you want to say to us, sir?
Thank you, Mr. Moderator, for all the efforts that you have been making to promote the nationhood of the Yoruba people and promoting the independence of the Yoruba people. I commend you a lot, and I commend everyone that is working with you. And I commend my very good friend, Fatai Ogunibido, who is always giving me the nudge to come up and watch when you are on and probably to share my opinion. So it's an opportunity, it's an honor to be on your program, and it's an opportunity to speak. We know the history of how we get to where we are now. So I will not be repeating that. Going forward, how are we going to manage this struggle? This struggle that we want to manage, that we want to embark upon, how do we manage it? First of all, some of us, and when I say some of us, because I belong to a group, Yoruba Advanced Group, Egbe Itesiwaju Yoruba. In our group, we preach non-violence. That is not to say that if you bring violence to us, we will not defend ourselves, but we will not initiate or advocate violence. That is one of the principles of Egbe Itesiwaju Yoruba Advancement Group. We will not also engage in abusive language, and we will not call people out. We need to be very clear. If we don't want violence, we will be looking for dialogue. When you call people out and you name them and you shame them, these are the same people that you might likely have to sit down with and to engage with. Once you turn them into your enemies, how easy will it be to bring them to the round table to have conversation? We in the Egbe Itesiwaju Yoruba, we want to say that we should not be calling out either politicians or naming anybody or shaming them. If we have personal issues with political leaders, I think we should be settling that outside of this conversation, because it will bring a negative to what we are doing. I have so many ideas, and I am already speaking with the leadership of the Oduduwa Yoruba World Congress, and I'm happy that we are able to make our voice heard. So these are some of the things that I believe that we need to be conscious of as we go forward. We all know that Nigeria is a fraud. Nigeria has been built on falsehood, and we have been taken for a ride for a long time. And this is the reason, or one of the reasons, why we have majority of Nigeria eggheads outside of Nigeria, brilliant Nigerians all over Europe, UK, and America, brilliant Nigerians who, if this economic and political situation in Nigeria was good, would not need to leave Nigeria. And Nigeria does not appreciate the value that the education that the Western region initiated, free education for all, part of which some of us benefited. Some of people, when we tell the story of Western Nigeria, it look as if we are speaking from the outer space, as if, oh, this is strange, it can never happen in Africa. When we say Nigeria had television before most of the European countries did, they will say no, they cannot believe that. When we say we used to have running waters on our streets rather than boreholes and stream waters, they never believe it. But these are facts, and these are checkable facts. They are truth. When we say that Nigeria used to have electricity 24 hours, they think we are telling a tale. But these are true. And when we say that Nigeria, our road used to be of the standard before independence in the Western region, they think we are lying. So we know that Nigeria is built on falsehood. But we don't need to dwell on that, because we know that Nigeria will not be sustained much further on this falsehood. And I will give you an example. The 93 election, which I participate locally in Nigeria, in different sectors, revealed the sincerity of Nigeria to advance. If Nigeria truly want to advance, 93 election will not be annulled. If Nigeria truly want to advance, when we have the election, everybody need to rally around and ask for the actualization of that election. But once the military got the election, everybody went to their own corners. That is one falsehood about Nigeria. The other falsehood is a recent one. We are talking of COVID-19. In COVID-19, the South are not running to the North. The West is not running to the North. The East is not running to the North. But the North is importing their own people. Why? Because they cannot sustain themselves, or they want to depopulate the South so that they can take over our resources. So these are some of the falsehood that Nigeria has been built upon, and it is coming out, and it's gradually crumbling. Obafemi Awolowo and his team, they left good legacy for us. I've just mentioned a free education. We can talk of the television. We can talk of the infrastructure development of Western Nigeria. When the military came, they took over the resources and the infrastructure of Western Nigeria. That is what most of the federal institutions have been built upon. I will give you an example. The research institutes, majority of the Nigerian research institutes are based in the southwest of Nigeria. Why can they not have their own research institute? Why can the other regions not have their own research institute? So these are the things that will make it difficult for us to not leave Nigeria, because we need to negotiate with the other stakeholders. And that is why we employ. One of the reasons why I've tried to come on this show tonight is to implore on the language that we use. Let us moderate. We have not gone to war yet. We pray we don't go to war. But if war comes, we are not afraid of it. But Yoruba people actually don't. After the Kiriji War in the 19th century, we stopped fighting wars. We start fighting intellectual and economic wars. So if you don't listen to us, we are able to fight from our corner without taking a gun, without violence, except you bring your violence to us. And we are not afraid. Yoruba will say, Omogun, Omode kì í sá fógun, ojú ọmọdé ò ń fẹ̀yìn gba ọ̀tá, iwájú la fi ń gba ọ̀tá. So these are the things that Yoruba advancement group would like me to put out, and I thank you for bringing me. I'm not sure if anybody wants to respond to some.
Okay, I will be responding to everything you've said so far. My brother, you've spoken very well. You have not only spoken very well, we've learned a lot from you. Number one, we will stop calling names, because there's no point in calling names of people that you might probably be sitting on a round table with. So the best thing to do is to create a chance for dialogue and keep friendship. Keep friendship. It is very, very good. I want to say a very big thank you for you for coming tonight. I really appreciate your presence, and I really appreciate your boldness in taking the bold step to actually educate me. If some people didn't get educated on this show tonight with your speech, I am so much educated with it, and I will try and carry the mantle of what I've just learned from you forward. If anybody wants to get involved tonight again, Mr. Odetola, I would like to say a very big thank you to you. I hope next time when we invite you, you will come again, certainly. Good night, sir. I hope you're going to continue watching.
Thank you so much.
Speak to you soon again.
Yes,
bye-bye,
thank you so much.
Thank you. Okay, that is one of our people that make Heritage Television. His name is Mr. Odetola. Very, very good man. He spoke very well, and I, sincerely speaking, I learned a lot of things from him tonight. And some of the things I learned is that if you're gonna sit with somebody on the round table, why calling them names? And I'm sure you guys, some of you guys, will agree to this. Fatai Okubido, maybe because he's your friend, I won't let you speak. Let me go to Frank Bello. Frank Bello, you're gonna be sitting down with somebody on the round table soon, and you've abused the person, they're older than you. You call them more Omo Alibi and all the other ones, and then you find yourself on the other side of the table with that person. How would that make you feel? They're older than you? Are you still going to prostrate and say, "Good afternoon, sir," to someone you've been calling names? Does that make sense?
No, I don't. No,
sorry.
I don't care.
Yeah. So
I don't care. I don't care. I don't care.
Maybe
I don't care who that person is.
I'm asking the wrong person. I'm gonna take it away from you quickly, because you know me, I'm a good advocate of peace. And I've seen what your followers have been saying. They've been saying they're just a follower of you.
But Mr. Moderator,
Yes, sir.
Moderator,
Yes, sir.
I am who I am. I don't care what anybody thinks about me.
Yeah.
They can think anything about me. I am who I am. Tough on anybody who thinks anything about me. But I am who I am. Tough.
Okay, so you are a tough man. Have you ever considered joining the military before, or have you been in the military before?
I don't have to be in the military. If the mother that gave birth to me said to me,
Send you.
I'm evil.
No,
I
I
am
don't.
evil.
I don't see you as evil, because when you speak your mind, that doesn't make you evil. That makes you
Well, I
a
can be
complete
evil.
man.
Mr. Thomas, I can be evil if I want to be evil.
No,
I don't
I
care. That's
I
why
don't think
I
you're
don't have,
evil.
I
You
don't,
call a spade a
don't
spade.
have friends. I
That
don't
is
have
what.
friends, and I don't want to have friends.
Okay, I'm your friend though.
You are my friend, of course.
As long as we do things right. Yeah. If people do things
No,
right with you,
my own policy is do it right, be clean in your heart, because your heart matters to God.
okay.
If your heart is not clean, then you have problem with me.
Okay, so that makes you a real man. It still doesn't make you evil. I want to say a very big thank you to Mr. Bartholomew for your abuse, and apologize if necessary. But calling them names will actually wake them up. Yes, I agree to that one as well. I seriously agree, because if you don't call them names, sometimes they will keep messing about and they will not do what they're supposed to do. Again, have you signed the petition? 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 We need to get the figure going. Not only signing it, but make sure you share it as well. We got 49 so far. Frank Widow, have you signed the petition yourself?
I've not. But
Okay.
I've not. But you know, we were working
busy
on this together.
I know.
I've not, but I'm going
we've
to
been
do
running
my
around
own
like
bit.
chicken with our head. Yeah, I know. Frank,
We've been
Fatai.
at this together.
Yeah, I know that. Fatai,
Yep.
have you signed the petition?
Oh, yes, already I have.
Okay. And Mr. Odetola, have you signed the petition? Uncle K, have you signed the petition as well? I want to personally recognize the hard work someone is doing online today. This man, I don't know. This man is formidable force to mine. You know what? Every few seconds, he's been police logging people to say, have you signed the petition? And if someone said, I can't do it because of X, Y, Z, the man will go there personally and fix the issue for them. I want to personally commend you tonight, because you're doing a very good job. Tony Godson, when you want to present your case to the outside world, you need to appear super confident, not stammering, not you need to pronounce your authority, be specific with in your stance. Okay, yeah, I will take that one on board as well. Why do you speak like we are on sleeping gas? I'm sure that's another follower from Billy, one of his disciples. One of his disciples, yeah. I hope those disciples of yours, there's no Judas Iscariot among them, yeah.
No, Frank Bello's disciples will always come on Heritage TV. That's why I want to get away and then limit my comments on Heritage TV. I'm sorry, I'm afraid.
Oh, well, Mr. Fambello is a very honest man. Yes, I agree to that. I agree to that. He's very honest and he's a real.
So that
yeah, thank you.
Without me, Heritage TV can carry on.
No. Don't say that.
Heritage TV.
Engineer Adebayo Adamolekun, have you signed the petition? The petition is ongoing now. Prince Daniel, you are a very honest man. We can feel it. Thank you. He is very honest, very straightforward. Say it your way, you know it's right. So I'm gonna beat you for writing right like that. Maybe typo error, it can happen. You be programmed to the level of to the level who refuse to raise their mentality. Yeah, sometimes, Tony Godson, sometimes two wrongs will never make a right. You cannot force. Sorry, I can't join the studio tonight. Okay, I'm very far. You're far. Wow. But you're not far. You're here with us. You're doing some few things online here, which is part of what is expected of you. Mr. Moderator, elders who doesn't behave and do the right will receive beating. Ooh. Culture destroy our land and make us dull. Well, if someone beat an elderly man in England as well, they don't have culture like us. They have a different culture, but still, some people are eating chewing gum online, and I can hear it here. I don't know why they have to eat chewing gum. Maybe someone is fertilized out. I'm just whining. Okay. Because they can't go outside that. That's just one to they just want to bring you to their level of disintegration. Okay, that's true. That is very, very true. Just checking my log thing again. Okay, if you want to join, you know the number. The number is 0734 123 4560. 0734 123 4560. Not calling their name is sounding political. I've signed. Oh, Bamidele Matthew, thank you. Akorede. You actually Akorede if you have signed it. Thank you. Good evening and thank you. Thank you. That is the person I'm saying has been doing the job. It's 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 been doing it properly. That's a patriotic Yoruba person or Biafran person. I would say patriotic Southerner. When they sign the petition, they should also add some comment as they feel. Okay, guys, they said when you sign the petition, you should also add comment as you feel. Today has been a very, very busy day for us because there's so many things that was going on around us today, and we're trying to collaborate. And don't forget about the YouTube and Google app information. God of mercy. We're still missing some few things.
I've been reading quite a lot of the messages on posted by different people.
Okay, go ahead. Let's get some messages here from you guys.
I'm quite flabbergasted from.
Go ahead.
I'm not going to read. I'm not going to read the messages from the team on
Team Frank.
You know the team. The team Frank. I'm going to read of their comments.
Okay, admin, could you help Omer, please? He's finding it difficult to sign it. What is the petition is all about? The petition is about protecting the Southerner from being killed by some idiot who thinks they have a right to their land and they have a right to the country and they have to govern and they have a right to be the boss in every ramification, in every jointly owned department of the land. They have a right to come and take over your hand and you cannot do anything about it. They have a right to cut somebody's head off because of cow. They have a right to do so many things because they think it belongs to them. Please check the link below for you to online Wale Matthew. That is the chap. He's been working hard. He's been working hard and making sure everything goes well. Okay, guys, I'm sorry I didn't do the YouTube.
Can I quickly read some of the messages?
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, I think I've got a few here, and I think a handful of them are actually making. I think I'll take this one from Emeka Logininos. He said, "Mr. Frank Bello, you are a real man." Prince Daniel said, "Frank Bello, you are very honest man
Frank Bello,
We can
this
feel
is reading one enough from your disciples. This disciple, what do they expect them to write? They're your disciple. They're gonna write good comment about you. Otherwise, they won't have the Last Supper. I don't know what you're talking
No,
about.
of course, of course, I read. Of course, oh, come on. You want me to read negative ones?
Okay, no negative
The-
comment. Let's leave the comment out. Yeah.
no,
You know what we're gonna do?
no. I've got loads of my followers who are avid Heritage TV. You want me to leave my avid Heritage TV viewers and then go on to read scumbags? No, I won't do that.
Okay, Frank Bello meet our standard. So we are with yes, it meets your standard, yeah. I think it meets everybody's standard. Tina Opara, good day, my people. Tina, as you come in, please sign the link. Where is the link? Says top pair. The link is actually down there at the bottom. It's pinned to the bottom of the comment section. The link is below and pinned. Just wow, people are fantastic.
And I think Tony Godson. You know who Tony Godson is?
I know who
actually.
Tony Godson is.
Tony Godson said, "We follow Frank Bello everywhere."
They follow Frank Bello religiously.
So what do you want me to say to all these guys? Because they're getting the hard gist from me on Heritage TV, and they said they'll follow me, and you want me to relent?
No, you can't relent because they trust in you. When they trust in you and you're doing something good, they like what you're doing. That's why they're following you. Please don't let them down. Guys, thank you very much for supporting. You've been driving the signing up. I was thinking we're gonna get to 100 today, but unfortunately we've only got 49 signature for that one. And if you get to 100, that would be the best thing. I'm going to open the call line now, but I don't want what are we going to do and what are we going to do and what are we going to do.
Now, you have not given me the opportunity, Mr. Moderator. Sorry,
Okay,
you haven't given me the opportunity to actually
address them.
highlight on something.
Okay, go ahead, Frank Willow. Have the floor. Yeah. Go ahead, sir.
Yes, thank you. Because a lot of people have been talking about the issue of where we are. Where are we? Where we are is the same. Do we agree? Where are we is the topic. Where we are. Now, a nation is never developed. We identify the fact that a nation is never developed because we've got some riffraffs and molds. We identified tonight that location 9 is a fake nation. We identified tonight that the same location 9 was sabotaged because I grew up, you grew up, Mr. Moderator, you grew up in the same nation I grew up.
Yes,
There was
sir. I do,
constant.
yeah. I did.
Mr. Gunibito and many people who are probably in their late 50s or early 60s grew up in the same nation, and there was constant electricity. Where are we? But where are we is incomplete because that statement, you've not completed it. And where that statement is incomplete. Where are we is the fact that what went wrong. The follow-up question to where are we should have been what went wrong. What went wrong with Nigeria? Location 9. What went wrong? A lot of people thought Muhammadu Buhari was innocent. Muhammadu Buhari was not innocent. And I made it known to people. I've got a lot of dossier about these people. I'm not going to release that now. I will be releasing this dossier time after time as we progress in our agitation for the Oduduwa and Biafran nation, to tell the world the mess they created. Mr. Moderator, let me point it out to you tonight and everybody else watching this live stream this night. Anybody, wherever you are watching this live stream, and I'm going to put up a challenge to the powers that be in Nigeria to challenge what I have to say here tonight. There are 17 Fulanese, 17 Fulanese controlling Nigeria. They're not more than 17 controlling your lot in Nigeria. 17 of them. And when one dies, they replace one with another one. 17. I want people to calculate 17 people, 17 Fulanese messing up Nigeria out of 200 million Nigerians. If the population is up to that statistics, 6 people in the Fulani tribe messing you up as Nigerians. I've got somebody who was a witness that will testify. 17 Fulanis. Look, listen, Abakari died. Abakari was replaced. Let them come and challenge me on Heritage TV, and we will spell it out. Let's spell it out. 17 Fulanis are toiling with your life. Igbos, Yorubas, you are 200 million according to statistics. 17 people are messing you up in Fulani, and you want to stay there. I rest that case.
17.
If come,
Go ahead. I thought you finished. Go ahead, sir.
yes, I'm not going to retrieve what I said. 17 Fulanis. I'm not. Let them challenge me. They want names. I will give them names. 17. And as they die, the names they replace them with, I will tell them. The Igbos don't have that. They think I'm stupid. I'm not stupid. If war comes, am I afraid? No, I'm not afraid, because I don't want to be ruled in the Southwest by uneducated 17 Fulanis. They are uneducated. They are stupid people controlling you, millions of you. and people think I'm stupid. I'm not stupid. Let them come. I'm ready. I said I'm ready to lay down my life for what I believe in. If they dare on Heritage TV, I'm putting it out today. Let them come for me. 17 of them, I'm repeating that. I'm messing and toiling with Nigerians. I'll hand over back to you at the studio. Let's take it further from there.
I really thank you for that, Frank Bello. 17 people are giving 200 million approximately edit. I think life is not fair. Do you think so, guys? Is life very, very fair if 17 people can 200 million people up so badly? Fatai of Kribido, I think he has something to say quickly. Fatai Okribido, as soon as I put him on, his camera just.
Thank you, Mr. Mo.
Thank you.
I feel the instinct of Mr. Bello, because when you have passion for something and you have been so hot, his case is just like that of a woman who has been over humiliated, who has been beaten, battered. You can imagine, and wants to fight back. So she wouldn't mind their language. So it's just natural. So please, my brother, just let's take it easy. And please, Mr. Detola, thank you very much for the point that you made. We need everybody's contribution, and we are on an international forum now, trying to educate people, sensitizing them, letting them understand where we are going, where we are, and where we are coming from. And when we try to embark on a project like this, that is the project of freedom, everybody is very important. Young, old, black, white, because one beauty about Yoruba race is it transcends every religion, every race, every color. We go to the YouTube, you see even 100% white people and they are Yorubas. Many of them in Brazil, in Venezuela, in so many parts of the world. So please, we understand that many of us are very disappointed. We are hurt. We understand how they have degraded us. We understand how they have humiliated us and they treated us like fools, abusing our generosity, hospitality, love, care for them. Even many of them, we are the one that showed them civilization. We are the one that shows them the green light of how to develop and how to emancipate. We are the one that has been holding the torchlight to progress, and they are following us. And they know it, even though today they deny it. Especially in northern part of the world, that are even very, very much in love with Southerners, the way we emancipate. So when we are fighting for freedom, every hand must be on the deck. We have to understand that it is a collective effort that we have to make. One thing I want us to understand is this. We can't all be the same. We are all different in our approaches. We understand that Baba Obasanjo, even though today has been let down, has been disappointed, simply because he's been betrayed. We understand that in the like manner, one will be thinking that Tinubu meant well, because he was thinking that by being part of them, that's the only way he can lead his people out of this slavery. Honestly, he means well. But the only thing that really baffles me is his lack of understanding in reading from history. Apart from that, he has done nothing wrong. The way he sees things is different. The way he approaches this is different. It's the same goal that every one of us is trying to pursue. That's the goal of freedom, of liberty, of self-reliance, of self-resourcefulness, and a lot of things they go all trying to achieve. But the approach has been different. So that is why I don't want us to see enmity in each other. I don't want us to see ourselves as being, if I try to make a point that we have the Omoluabis, and the other side of the fence are Omalebis and Omelebis. If you're Omelebi, you identify yourself as that. Maybe your action makes you to be Omelebi. If you're Omelebi, then you identify yourself. So I'm not calling anybody any name. I'm only trying to identify that there are two groups of Yoruba race. Those that are true-blooded and those are bastard-blooded. So this is a point. So it's now left for me to know where do I belong. It's now left for me now to see which tag am I wearing. So it's just obvious. So we are all one. We are all indispensable to each other. Let us rise from the slumber and know that there is no future in this contraption called Nigeria. They have wasted our time for the past 60 years. We have learned our lesson the hard way. The time is now for us to move forward. And the best way to move forward is to create a united front that will put our agitation diplomatically to the entire world, involvement of every one of us individually across, setting a date in which we are going to carry worldwide protest from London to Brazil, from Brazil to America, from every part that we have the concentration of the Yorubas. The Yoruba World Congress, I know they are going to work on that, setting a date, because the only way the world can listen to us is by sensitization, allowing them to understand where we are coming from and what we have gone through. And many leaders of the world understand it. They know it. They know what we are going through. And the signal has been given to us by those who are holding our destiny. Yes, 17 holding our destiny. Are they the one destiny? They have their purpose behind who are Europeans? Of course, yes. Are we being ruled indirectly from Europe? When people see us in one unified force, when they see the approach we put forward, that right now we are waking up, when they realize that we are no more the fools that they have taken us to be because of our hospitality and generosity and love for others, now that we want to show them that, yes, we are true-blooded and we are no bastards. We are no fools. We are well educated. We have visions. We have ideas. We have plans. We have the future. When the only way we can prove all those things, be united and creating a big force that will enlighten the entire world, maybe creating a day of protest across the world so that the whole world will stand up in unison that, yes, the Yoruba race of Nigeria have a point. Please let us know that we are stand. Nobody is being relegated. We must try and control our anger. Otherwise, we are going to lose it. Please let us show one love. God bless you all.
Okay, thank you very much. The good thing about it is that I don't think we have much problem because I got some information today that makes me think better. And it's a big sign of relief. All we need to do is to put a lot of more pressure on the international community. And can I tell you one thing? The international community is ready for Nigeria. I don't think you hear me, right?
Yes, we are getting you.
Maybe I need to look straight into your eyes and tell you this. The international community are ready for Nigerians. And I can assure you that. And preparation has been going on in the background to make sure that when they start, all we need to do is to alert them quickly and then they will do something about it. But they cannot do a preemptive thing to them. This is what I said. We're going to open the WhatsApp group. We have a WhatsApp group as well. If you notice anything for real, please report it as soon as possible. We will try and confirm it because we're not going to just report something that you report. The other day when someone said there's been a bomb blast in Ikeja, we actually went in there quickly, get the information across to our people on the ground and verify it. And if it is so, then we know who to report it to. I don't care what people say because the people that gave me this information said it's not secret. Do you know that America has a base in Ghana? I raised somebody's eyebrow. Frank Bello, did I raise your eyebrow quickly? You want to say something?
Indeed. Yes.
Okay, go ahead, say whatever you want to say.
I think I'm good. Let me first come back to the issue of the American base in Ghana.
Yeah.
The American base in Ghana. A lot of people are not aware of that, and let me first elaborate or highlight on what Mr. Ogoribido said, that Tinubu meant well for the Yorubas. Tinubu never meant well. I totally disagree. This man never meant well. I will disagree with Mr. Ogoribido on this front. Utterly. Now, let's come back to the issue of the American base in the United States. The US, they've maintained a base in Ghana because they are prepared to fight China in Africa. China is messing up African nation, and leaders are messed up. If I knew we will go to this extreme that we're going on the stream tonight, I should have sent you. I think you've got the clip actually on your system. I think we once played the clip of the Ethiopian or Somalian guy that said the Europeans will not bribe, but the Chinese will bribe African leaders to get what they want, and that the bribe that the Chinese will give to the African people come in a cargo air freight, the money. See, Mr. Madrid, I have a problem. Why should you have to bribe people before you can get job done? Why should the Chinese ever thought of the fact that the black race are the scumbags of the world, that just give them tokens and they will sell their own people? Go back to history. History is repeating itself. And you want me to be associated with such black people? No. No. If I'm asked honestly, which of the two block, east or west, should I align myself with as a black man? Mr. Moderator, I'm sorry. I will align myself with the United Kingdom and the States, because the UK speaks and they understand the language there. The Chinese are stupid people. They don't understand you. They're only after business. The UK, the European, they can negotiate amicably. But the fact of the matter here on ground is that black people are not negotiating with the white people. Let's go back now. Please, guys, I want you to reason with me because you lot will think I'm stupid. I'm not stupid. Why do you think Dubai made it just like that? The reasons Dubai and the United Arab Emirates became a paradise was because, guys, make no mistakes, they played the same card game right with the white race. I will rather go with the British and the Americans than to go with the hopeless and ruthless Chinese. No, I won't go with Chinese because they're a bunch of shithole. I won't go with them. No, I'm not going to go with them because they don't respect intellectual property rights. If I go with them, then Heritage TV and everything I have to write as an author is at stake. Do I want to risk Heritage TV? Do you want to risk that for China? No. Do I want to risk my intellectual property rights for China? No. The Europeans, the UK, the United States, they will protect my intellectual property rights. Why do you think China refused to sign up to the same agreement on intellectual property rights? Why do you think you've got too many fake things, fake rice that they import to location 9? And you're not thinking straight and you think I am stupid. Not stupid. I'll hand over back to you at the studio before I get too carried away.
I don't know what to say about Frank Dale being carried away completely, but there's nothing much we can do about that. It's very annoying, especially when we know what is going on. It's very annoying. And the good news, yes, yeah, good news. You have the right to call him chief. He's is a Yoruba political leader. Yeah, I think Uncle Frank want to say something quickly. Okay, go ahead, sir. Go ahead, Uncle Frank.
Okay, yeah, thank you very much,
Uncle
Mr.
Fatai, yeah. The boy.
Oh, yeah. I think your obsession for Mr. Frank is actually going overboard now. Thank you very
It's
much,
no
sir.
obsession. I'm becoming a disciple because when a leader speaks well, you want to tap to their brain as well. And again,
It's only,
I don't get
only,
to see
it's,
you, and I get to
it's
see
only,
a lot. So
it's only
that
it
is
is.
probably
It's only
why.
it is.
Well, okay, go ahead, sir.
It's only it is. Yes, let me ask Mr. Bilo this very important question. Why is it that the Chinese have been able to penetrate Africa? Why is it that in 1960, Nigeria had its independence, and year 2020, you cannot have a single progress that has actually happened in Nigeria. And you can never ever point to any landmark that the black race has ever made. Despite the fact that even though lots and lots of achievement has been recorded, but being downgraded or being completely depleted simply because nobody ever means well for the black race. This is the reality, whether we like it or not. If there has been a very good foundation being built on in Africa, and the Chinese come and there is no any loophole that they can exploit. The issue of Chinese penetrating Africa today and establishing its own sort of business regime and stamping its feet to the extent that it's been how many? I mean, when did China start to come to Africa? OBJ was the one that actually created the opportunity for them, and that started when he was during the second coming between 1999 and 2003. So up to 2007. So when you think about the journey that Africa has gone through in the hands of the Europeans,
Uncle Fatai, can I put you on hold for a second? Uncle Fatai, can I put you on hold for a second? You're going to continue exactly where you are in a minute. Okay, guys, I need to address something quickly. On this platform, we're not going to abuse people. But when someone is not doing something right, we have every right to point out to that fellow that is wrong. This platform is like that. If I am not doing something right here, and you guys said to me, hey, you're not doing something right, I said, you can vote me out and tell me that, Bobo, what you're doing is wrong, and I will dance to your tune. Because we don't do boss here. We do it democratically. We want to do it in a way that is going to be good for everyone. So don't come here and tell me someone cannot do that or someone cannot do that. Anybody can do that thing that is right. If you're eating from anybody's money, we're not eating from anybody's money. And no politician, and I repeat, no politician has ever put a penny into this project of Heritage Television. Yes, they came with 4 million, but I rejected it. I said, no, I'm not taking that. I'm not taking that because there's no point. You're going to influence what we're going to be doing if we take your money. This is why I said I would prefer to go funding me and take £5 pounds, £2 pounds, £1 from collective people, and everybody will have a voice to vote. You can't tell us that we can't say something there. It's not your platform. It's our platform. All of us together. So whatever everybody collectively agreed to do, that is what we're going to do. The only thing I said is that you cannot vote me, Frank Bello, and Olayomi Koiki out at the same time. One of us must be on the platform. One of us must be there. That is what I said. Apart from that, you can vote Frank Bello out, which I believe it will never happen. So if you can't vote Frank Bello out, then you can vote me out. Then Frank Bello will take the mantle of the program if I'm doing it wrong. So if anybody in our land, in Yoruba land, is doing anything wrong, we have a right to vote them out. Because this is how we get to this point to this place in the first case. By saying, he's an elderly person. He has money. He has power. He's a Ashwaju. He's from the back. He's from the center. He's from the left. No, that's all rubbish. That's all garbage. If anybody in the new Yoruba land is not doing anything right, we kick them out. We will kick them out. Please don't come here and say someone cannot say something. No, it's not going to happen like that. Anybody can say. The only thing I don't want you to say is to say kill somebody. No. Beat somebody. No. No violence. No violence. But we have to call a spade a spade. If someone suddenly overnight become the biggest landlord in Lagos, and we know before they become the governor of Lagos State, they don't have anything, Jack Robinson, or they have more than 1,000,000% of what they used to have before they become the governor. Why will somebody stand up and say you can't vote that person in? No, it's not about one person. It's supposed to be about collective things. So don't bring that attitude here to this platform. Let's do it right. Let's do it with love. Yesterday, I said if I do something wrong, you have a right to kick me at the back of my hand. Yes, you have a right to tell me, Baba, you're wrong. And every time you've said something to me on this platform, and I look at it and I say, okay, I'm sorry. Today I've apologized for saying people are running away from the platform because I asked them to vote. And then when people come back to Mr. Thomas, can be disciplined, can't be. Oh, I don't understand. Mr. Moderator can be a discipline. No, I don't understand that. Me, I'm too old. I don't understand. Yeah, please let's get it right so that we don't spare the stick. We don't spare the rod and spoil the child. And if that is what you want to see, you're wasting your time, because we will smack everybody that's doing it wrong. We will smack them with words, right? The other time when Uncle said come, Odetola came and said, look, especially if you're going to sit down with some few people at the round table, you can't call them then because you want to end up apologizing. Yes, people like Baba Obasanjo. I've been told the reason Obasanjo behaved that way because then he was believing in one Nigeria. I think this
Exactly.
is where I want to say something. Frank, you want to say something? Not yet. Not yet. He was believing in one
Yeah,
Nigeria then.
yeah.
But later
I
on,
think
when he find out Nigeria is not working, if he's not believing in one Nigeria, he will have opened his mouth the other time and said, if I open my mouth and tell you what these people in government are doing now, they won't go to jail. They'll go to hell straight. Let's give it back to Uncle Fatai before I get into trouble, and then I'll come back to Uncle Frank in a minute. Uncle Fatai, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Moderator. So now, today, can the United Kingdom stand up and beat its chest and say that he is happy with what is happening in Nigeria? Is Nigeria a place to be proud of after 60 years of independence? Can Britain to stand up today and even within the Committee of Nations say that they want to vote for Nigeria, despite the fact that Nigeria has always been a bloodstream in the body of UK? So this is the reason why, if that loophole has never been created, the Chinese couldn't have had the urge. But if we have a nation that is being indirectly governed from outside, with some stooges being elected and the entire 200 million people being fooled and the media being used as tools for these imperialistic tendencies, now, why wouldn't China now come in and penetrate, convincing that these people have been ruling you for several years? Can you give us opportunity and see what we can do to make you better? So, which is actually what has happened in the case of the Chinese. Let us look back. Can we blame the Chinese for what they are doing today? So, it's going to show that Africa must be in unity and take its destiny in its hands. Nobody can ever wish us well in Africa. Nobody. And the point is this: if somebody is holding a key to your destiny and understands that if that key is released to you, you are going to surpass his own destiny, the likelihood is that person will try to step on that key or even throw the key away so that you will not have the opportunity of at least performing outstandingly or trying to make wave that will be more than his or her own achievement. This is the reality about life. If we are expecting that the big world that we are relying on are those that will bring God's greatness, it goes that we have been fools for the past 60 years. If we have spent over billions or trillions of dollars to invest in electricity, and the big world who we rely on to come and build electricity for us, trying to take the money away and go back to bribe some leaders who actually have been the signatory to the contract, and even in the cases where they don't want to agree, they are threatened. Now, if we try as much as possible, rather than developing our own technologies and create research places that will enable us to come out with our own energy resources or energy sort of a science that will enable us to be not rely on anybody. So can you now say that it is the fault of those people? Because nobody wants to release the destiny of Nigeria to Nigeria, because they know that within a short period of time, Nigeria's economy, Nigeria's progression will surpass their own greatness. And if Nigeria rises up the way we are thinking in South Nigeria, if Nigeria had the opportunity of being great, nobody from the planet of Africa wants to come to Europe or to America. They rather come to Nigeria. So they know what they are doing. Nobody has ever planned well for Nigeria, because they know Nigeria is the only one that has the wherewithal to pull Africa out of poverty. They know it. They know what we can do. And this is why they try to engage in indirect role, which actually we have thrived on in the past 60 years. So, but right now, several years, even more than 20, 30 years, we have sensitive Nigerians who have alerted us of all these dangers, but we are not listening. It is not that we are right on the wall, we have been pushed to the wall now. And that is why we are trying to now see the light that we have been so fooled for such a very long time. Which now brings me back to the issue of the way Uncle Frank was referring to OBJ or Tinubu. They meant well. But when you have betrayal alongside, see what happened since the year 2011. Now that Tinubu has been grabbed by the northern hegemony, by the northern oligarchy, and they see him as a bigger fish than OBJ, they started to rubbish OBJ, because all they need is somebody they can hook on, who can carry the destiny of Yoruba along with them. This is what has been happening. It is not that Obasanjo didn't mean well. He was thinking that he was vouching for one Nigeria, because he has always said in the interview that when they were doing meeting during the war, all they said that was that they were fighting for one Nigeria. He meant well. But the others who betrayed him, well, they will meet their own Waterloo when time comes. Obasanjo's conscience is clear, even though he regrets it. He's now understand. He's not biting his fingers. This is the point. So we can't condemn every one of them. They meant well, but the only point is, when we fall once, we cannot go back again and fall again. Which now brings us to the issue of, as Tinubu learned from history, how is he thinking that he's going to make it to the presidency in 2023? These are the realities that is hard for many of our people to bear. These are the realities on ground, because many of us understand that we have been played since 1960 to be fools, to be stupid idiots. And when all these meetings are held, they go back and speak in their language, in Hausa language. Honestly, in Aso Rock, they use Hausa language to govern us. Oshibajo is never in the real meeting. When JJ was there as a deputy or as vice president, he was never given an opportunity. All these things are playing in their so-called Aso Rock villa. So the reality is, we must take our destiny to our hand now. We now want to move as a nation in Yoruba land, to be able to hold that position that God has made us to hold, to lead the black race into emancipation and greatness. And by God's grace, the journey has started, and we are going to tread it, and we are going to be successful. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much for that. Can I say something to you? The way we're trading this, it doesn't matter. We don't want to put text in the house in Nigeria. We're not going to do that. And I thank my brother who has actually been fighting my battle online today and doing things very well for me. Brother, I really appreciate you. I really thank you. You are a real soldier of the platform. I'm still a more Bowale Theophil. Yeah, he's been fighting the battle online for Heritage 9. I really appreciate you. Guys, I want to say something to you. I'm still telling you, I'm praying that there will not be war in Nigeria. I'm praying that there will be no bloodshed in Nigeria. And if we do things right, I can guarantee you there will be no bloodshed in Nigeria. If we've managed to get that petition down to up to 1,000 tonight, maybe I will keep saying that. For the way that you're doing it, I don't think that is going to happen. Because by now we're supposed to have reached 1,000. So by tomorrow we're supposed to have reached like 500,000. Within a week we're supposed to have delivered about 20-30 million of signature for that petition. Well, it hasn't happened. And maybe I need to analyze it to you guys properly. Maybe I need to spell it out like A, B, C, D for you guys so that you know exactly what is going on. You sign the petition, we take the petition the way we're supposed to take it. They will freeze their assets here. And they won't be able to come here anymore. COVID-19 or no COVID-19. They will freeze their assets here. They will stop them from coming here. Not only them, they will stop their family from coming here. If their children are here, they will send them back home. And the only place that will be left for them to go to will be either China or Iran. That will be the only two places left for them. Because they won't even be able to go to Dubai. And in most cases, they won't even be able to step out of Nigeria. Because when they step out of Nigeria, they can arrest them. If we do it right, I'm telling you tonight, it's a butter and hot knife story. That is what's going to happen. I've made inquiry. We're following the right steps. By the time we bring this country to a gridlock twice or three times, we locked London down one Friday, and London government don't want to lose money because of some stupid thing that doesn't involve them. I wonder if we call a protest now, maybe we're even going to get 100 people out there. 58. I was thinking by now we'll get to 100. Even the stream, 89. We're talking something serious. We're talking something urgent. We're talking something important. And you guys are not doing your bits. Or maybe some people are not doing their bits. Many people might be doing their bits, but so many people are still not doing their bits. And until we start doing that, I don't know where we're going. If you really want freedom, you need to practice what you preach. Okay, I'm going to go through some figure with you quickly. Zainab Bakari, thank you very much for sharing. Citizen AY, thank you for sharing. Obey Matthew, thank you for sharing. Korede Peter Akingbeni, thank you for sharing. Myself, Olabode Oladele, thank you for sharing. AGK, thank you. Batmos, thank you. Joy Olariwaju, thank you. Opanuga. So this is it. Not a lot of people are sharing. We need to have shared like about maybe 1,000 times already. By the time we share 1,000 times already, we know we're going there. But the way you're doing it, we're not doing it. I love this man. I hope you are a woman or Sunday. I don't want to. I'm not the man in the middle with Frank Bello. Yeah, we just have to do it the right way. They didn't give economic independence. We pepper anybody on this platform if you talk rubbish. Thank you. We pepper them. Pepper them. Franklin pepper them. That means they say battery done they waka go so pepper them. Yeah. We're not foolish now, in both people, whatever. Please make the petition available on Facebook. Yes, it is there on Facebook. It is there on the Heritage page. It is there on the Heritage profile. Please, it is there. It is there. It's available on Facebook. If you share it, let me tell you the procedure. Maybe you don't know this. Maybe I need to analyze this one for you guys properly. When we share the petition and we get to certain figure, it gets a reading at the House of Commons. When we get to another figure, it gets to be deliberated on. A reading in which some people in Nigeria are saying there is a problem and this and and they put it to one side, and that is it. I think that one's 100,000 signature. If you get to another set of signature, then you get a reading. If you get a deliberation, if we get to 30 million, it will feature on Prime Minister question time. And by that time, We've done our lobby. So the MPs that we've lobbied with, that knows what is going on, will now be able to grill the Prime Minister and tell him, you're not doing anything. You're not doing anything about the problem in Nigeria. And then after that, we will lock London down by a big protest. When we locked London down the first time, they will say maybe one time. We lock it down the second, another 2 weeks, they said maybe there's the problem. But then we lock it down 3 days in 1 week. I can guarantee you that there will be no bloodshed in Nigeria. And it will happen. And the only person that can make it to happen is you guys. I cannot do it alone. We cannot do it alone. Everybody has to get involved. The government must also not be the largest employer of labor, and so it must. Okay, that's please. The petition should be made public. Okay, we will do that. We will do that. How can I get the petition? I'll put it under your thing now. Uncle, my brother that's working on these things. Where's the former Minister of Oil? Well, you can ask. What did you do? Akindemi, we need to behave ourselves and do things right on this platform. If you don't do it right, my name is Adi Thomas. I will block you. No distraction. If you've been paid, you've been paid. If you don't want independence, you don't want it. We want independence. If you don't want to go, you don't want to go. You can go and move to Arewa Nation and live there. It's not a problem. But don't distract me. Let me do my job. Guys, if you don't want this guy on this platform, let me know and I'll kick him out now. Please, uncle, please. Let's work together. We don't want to alienate anybody. Yeah, you can have our Teku sign. You can have a Yoruba name. You're not acting it. You're not practicing what you preach. Let's do it right, bro. Please. Okay, ma'am, please have you signed up the petition? Yes. Olawale Matthew. We need to find out who this man is. I've just checked his profile. He was sharing Bola Tinubu. He's now asking me, where's the former Minister of Oil? Are you for real? Maybe I need to show people your profile so that everybody knows who you are. If you want to be a grass, you can be a grass, but don't be a grass on this platform because we will expose you and I will shake you upside down. I will shake you upside down. You don't need all this mess. You're not a primary school child. You're a grown-up person. If you're using your picture, because I know you might not be using your picture. If you're a real Yoruba man, please practice what you preach. Guys, so let's go back to this. So this is what we're going to do. When the other day, Mr. Kaude Eniton came here and tell us that some people will steal money and they will work for free. They walk away in court free because you have not presented your case properly. If you don't sign the petition, you're not presenting your case properly. They keep working for free. But if you do what we're supposed to do together, collectively, then we're going to be laughing. I think I'm going to close this show today because I don't believe some people can just come here and just be messed about. If you don't want to be part of this, you don't have to be part of it. Stay at home. This is what we've been thinking. God bless you. What is watching? Okay, the link is not opening. Okay, we will try and get it to open. Let the petition be made available on Facebook. Engineer Igbo are working together again on this. We're together again. Yes, Igbo and the Yorubas, we're together on this. We were both being oppressed. We were both being oppressed. You can't even get a job in Nigeria. How many Hausa did you see? How many Fulani did you see in England? We're not doing that. We want to save Nigeria. Who are we to? Oh God of mercy! I can't believe some people's brain are very shallow. I think the man has done a run now, or it's gone quiet. Has it done a run now, or it's gone quiet? It's gone underground. Thank you for going underground. So you will let me do what I'm supposed to do now because Yeah, you're sharing heritage thing, pretending, but still you're still sharing Bola Tinubu's picture and praising him. That's a garbage. Okay, let's go back. You can share our things to your page so that they can see. They can't catch us. We're part of the union. You don't know. And they're not Russians, so they don't have the technology to come and poison us with any sarin gas here. The sarin gas will even kill them before they even bring it out here themselves. Stupid people. Okay, sorry guys, I'm so sorry for that. Yeah, sometimes we have to get stuff with ourselves to make sure that things go the right way. Okay, the petition. I need the petition to forward to 1,000 people. Okay, I will send it to you now. I'm supposed to actually call you, brother, but I haven't actually called you. So let me try and get the petition again to it in a different way. Okay, what I've done one that's going to be very, very easy, right? And I'll tell you what we're going to do with it now. This one is very, very, very easy, and it's a different one. Okay, Engineer Opanuga, I still got that one there. Let me give it to my uncle myself. Okay, I think somebody is trying to get through to us. 1 second, yeah. Hello, caller. Your name, where you're calling from, sir? Hello, caller. Your name and where you're calling from, sir?
I'm Matthew by name.
Okay. Can you turn your system down behind you so that it doesn't talk up your head?
Okay, sir. It's better now?
Yes, it's better now, sir. Go ahead, sir.
Okay. I heard you mention my name. That is the reason why I'm calling. You said Matthew Olaiwola. I've never in my life shared anything concerning Tinubu. Why would I be supporting Tinubu for what?
Okay. Maybe I got the wrong name. I apologize again. You understand? Somebody has been antagonizing me online today, and that is why I was making noise on that one. I hope you accept my apology, brother, and we're still friends.
It was correlated that you were supporting Tinubu. I am not the one.
Okay. Thank you very much for that. Yeah, I really appreciate you for correcting that, sir.
Okay, sir.
God bless you, my brother.
Okay.
Bye-bye. That's the best way to do things. When things are not being done properly, you have a right to complain, and we apologize when we get it wrong. Okay, what I've done to the signing of the thing is that I've changed it a little bit. Yeah, it's still the same one. It's just www.change.org/protecting Southern Nigerian people. So it's not code anymore. It's actually letters that actually has what we're doing. So even if you go tomorrow, protecting Southern Nigerian people petition on Google, you will automatically bring this one out. So I've done a new one, so I'm gonna put it there. So I've actually pinned it there, so it's different now to what is there before. Thank you, Engineer Olusegun Opanuga, for everything you're doing. People, please, all people to add their 16 years old and above children to the voice to the petition. So please tell your children to sign it. Please beg your children to sign it, or they will say, "Daddy, I don't want to sign this. I don't have anything to do with this." You know what our children are like. Okay, what I'm trying to do is punch the petition on people's direct to people that need this as well. If you please copy and paste to people that were asking for it directly onto there as a reply, it will make it better. So I'm going to be going to everybody again. Fayose Fayemi once mounted same roasting campaign in the kitty with Fayose carrying placard as at his father's burial that they should vote for Fayemi. Same Fayose contested against Fayemi and send him to former governor club. Yeah, well, this is what we need to try and work against people who are trying to cause trouble for every one of us. Okay, Donald, thank you very much. John, Ade, we're going to vote you out of the program. We need too much emphasis on peace. Yeah, we have to have peace because we don't want to lose life. But if you think that's the best thing to do, please vote me out. So let's see now. We're gonna vote now. If you want to vote me out, let's see if you're gonna vote me out. And then Frangelo will take the match. Seriously, people need to do no, seriously, if they think that's the best thing to do, this is democratic. We want to make it democratic. We want to make sure that it's what the people watching us want. That is what is going to happen. Thank you very much, brother. I really appreciate you for that. Yeah, God bless you, my brother. I really love you for saying your mind out. It is a good thing. And the good thing is that we're still friends. Yeah, Obo once told opposition party that there was no vacancy in ASO. They always say that petition because we are finding it difficult to sign it in Turkey. Okay, I'm going to pump it to you straight away. Paste. Bagam. It's with you now. And it's pinned and it's there as well. The only reason you might find it difficult in Turkey is that if your government in Turkey don't want you to do the petition, they might have taken it out. Let's go to Uncle Fatai Okuribido who want to chip in. Uncle Fatai, go ahead, please.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Moderator. I just want to add more to what has been happening regarding those that are trying to thwart the efforts that we are making. One thing that we have to bear in mind is this. Those who make changes are always in the minority. We will be doing ourselves a sort of injustice if we try to be distracted by those saboteurs who are trying to pass bad comments. Let us just ignore them, have our focus, and do what we are doing. When the right time comes, they are going to come back to their senses. This is their understanding for now. This is how they see it for now. But when the reality dawns on them, they know that they have their family. They know that there are people who are actually being pushed, towards, extermination. So if they don't understand it now, the same way they never understood many things in the past 8 years, and they brought us out to this level. Now it's left to them. Let's just ignore them and keep doing what we are doing, because I know that those who have their right senses will go along with us, and I can assure you, the program we are having as is going on is going to have lots and lots of bandwagon effect with time. All within the sensitized people, let them understand what is happening, and the more we are moving, the more we are moving closer to that tragedy, the more people are going to, the more people's awareness are going to be created. So let's ignore whatever opinion anybody is having. Let them be having it. And then I'm trying to appeal to every Yoruba person. If you are Yoruba blooded, take interest in this. Last time we were having...
We're not talking about Yoruba, Uncle Fatai. We're talking about Southerner, please. Yeah, unite.
No. Just listen to me, sir. If you are Yoruba blooded person, please hear this. Last time we had the Biafra Day, we were having over 700 people online watching us. Now, how are those people looking at us now as Biafrans? It's as if we are not serious. We have the population. We have the awareness. We are the one that is God has given the grace to be able to have this forum. Why can't we just come along and try and join? Even those who are here, who are listening, who are watching, let them try and network. Even when we are not online, talk to people about it. Let people understand what is happening that is bringing this to South Nigeria. Anytime the Easterners or the Biafrans are on this forum, come and watch the crowd that comes. So let us have the same sort of crowd. At every point in time, the viewership on that never went below 500. 500, 600, 700, 800. Right now, we can't even hit 100. And it's really depressing. Let us take this seriously. We're talking about the salvation, the freedom, the liberty of South Nigeria. We should have collective interest in this so that at least we can be successful. Let's ignore those people who are causing distractions, and let us all keep promoting this even when we are offline. Let's inform our groups, inform all our WhatsApp groups, our Facebook groups, Twitter, in everything aspect. We have to allow this to spread because it is getting too late. May God help us in this journey and may we be overcomers. Please take interest in it and let us move forward.
Thank you very much, Mr. Okuribido. I believe my brother Frampello wants to say something quickly.
Do you want me to say something quick, or
yeah, say something properly. Say something properly.
No, you want me to talk?
Yeah, talk, uncle, talk. My brother, talk.
Yes.
Nobody can stop you from talking. Otherwise,
yes.
your disciple are gonna give me a good beating. Go ahead.
Yes. See, now, Mr. Ogunremido blew me out. He blew me out because where are we? You came up with this topic tonight. Where are we? And I have my own style of expressing exactly where we are. Where are we? Where we are. Divided for 60 years. The division, make no mistakes. Udumegbu Ojukwu saw this, that Nigeria was a contraption. And I repeat, hate me or you like me, I don't even want anybody to. Ojukwu was right. Udumegbu Ojukwu was right, and Ojukwu and Awolowo will remain forever my hero. Because you know what? Ojukwu fought for the interest of people he loved and cherished. Awolowo fought for the people he loved and cherished. How on earth, I repeat, how on earth do you want to take it in as a nasty piece of contraption on location 9 that 17, I repeat, 17 Fulanis are controlling 200 million people? 17. And Mr. Ade Thomas of Heritage. And you seriously want me to slow down? I'm not going to slow down. Nobody's going to slow me down. I've been at the forefront of this struggle long time before anybody else. Long time before Omoyele Sowore, or who before Omoyele Sowore is not interested in Nigeria. I have been at the forefront of this, and you want me to slow down? When, as a matter of fact, they all bought into the same agenda of these people, and you want me to slow down? When, as a matter of fact, I've rubbed shoulders with those people as well, and I told them emphatically to stuff their money in their pocket. It's paying off for me today. Thank God for COVID-19. It is paying off because none of them thought today will happen. And a lot more will die. I promise them they will die. Guess what? Oh dear, God help me. The problem of Nigeria. Nobody, I repeat, nobody can solve it. Nobody can come to the rescue of Nigeria. Nigerians will have to come down to their own rescue. If you are an Igbo man, woman, your destiny is in your hand. You have to come down to your rescue. That's why God provided heritage. And that's why I subscribe to the heritage train. I'm not paid. I'm doing this for Biafra, and I'm doing this for Oduduwa Republic. I don't want money, but guess what? I want my people to go. No. 17 Fulanis messing you up in Nigeria, and you cannot stand up to those 17 Fulanis. Shame on you if you count yourself as a Nigerian. And as they die, do you want me to tell you the gospel truth? Abba Kyari that died has been replaced. Your chief of army staff that died, that they pretended he was buried, Buratai, in Abuja. They've replaced him. Have you seen Buratai outside? Let them come and challenge me here. You know what? Chief Ojomadueke was one time, Igbo man. Chief Ojomadueke was one time the Minister of External Affairs. Somebody made mention of the Nigerians, southern, not northern Nigerians, Biafrans and Igbo people that are outside Nigerians that continue to build the NHS here. Chief Ojomadueke was the Minister of External Affairs in Umaru Yar'Adua's period. I was privileged to be at a press conference to which the wife of the former Labour leader, Kinnock, Baroness Kinnock, was in attendance with the same man that was the same man in the UK that was Foreign Secretary. David Miliband, the man that should have been the Prime Minister after Tony Blair, to which, don't let us go to that. At the press conference, Mr. Moderator, if you have to give me a red card, give me a red card, and I will go out now, but I will say everything now. Let's break it down. Nigerians are in darkness. They need to be enlightened.
Go ahead, sir. Preach it. You got plenty of time.
Yes. They need to be enlightened. And the fact that they are not privileged to be at the places I was, let's break the camel's back. Chief Ojomadueke demanded for Nigerian doctors and nurses to be returned to Nigeria, begging the NHS. David Miliband, the Foreign Secretary, and Baroness Kinnock, they were on their knees begging Dalhatu Saraki Tafida, our High Commissioner, not to do so. Because they wanted the finest of Nigerians, majority of them are Southerners. They wanted them back home. Guess what? David Miliband said they were not prepared to release our doctors and nurses from the NHS because the NHS in England will collapse. That is the power of the country in location 9 that Nigerians are not looking into. And that power is not in the north, it's in the south. It's in the east and in the west. Let's break the camel's back. We need, look, I was on a telephone conversation today. Somebody, I'm not going to mention that person's name, was my witness today from a high-powered level. That person was listening to tell you how we're so good. Go back, check what happened to the former governor of Borno State, to which I streamed live today. He died because they never built infrastructures in that country. And yet, you find out that Nigerian doctor trained at the University College in Ibadan, who is in the United States, can operate on a pregnant woman, took out the baby because the baby was not functioning right, took the baby out of the womb, operated on the baby, planted the baby back into the mother's womb, sealed up the womb, and then the mother went through a completed gestation. It's never been done in the history of the medical world. Nigerian trained medical doctor. And you want me to be in the league of a contraption of 17 fucking Fulani, so excuse me my language, Fulanis, who are messing my own tribe up? No, it's not going to happen. Over to you at the studios.
Thank you very much, Frank Bello. I just want to introduce Engineer Olusegun Okpanoga. The reason I'm putting the O there because I know a lady when I was in school. Her name is O Remy. So, Engineer, do you want to say a few words to your fans tonight? Go ahead. I'm not sure if we have your voice. Say something. Let me see your voice, right?
Yes. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you. This is I'm very happy to join all of you tonight. Thank you for giving me the opportunity. Sorry, I could not be able to make up time for the studio because I was very, very involved in something very, very essential. Apology to all our audience there. Is for the good of this petition and the work we are doing. Even behind the scene, I've been sending more than 100, more than 200 messages to people. I've shared to my Facebook everywhere because I want this thing. I want it to get to 100 before I go to bed. If you are like people, if you have your family members who are above 16 years old and 16 years old and above, please tell them. Tell them to. I'm going to tell my children tonight. Go and put in this petition because we're not doing it for ourselves. We are doing it for them too. It's the future of everyone. So the good news is so far we have now gotten to 71 signed in so far. And I was happy that after the people that were signing in, there were Igbos, there were Edos, there were people Rivers, there are people from Yoruba. This is the first time I've seen in the history of my life on this earth, seeing people, Igbo and Yoruba, uniting. So let us unite and defeat these guerrillas. You know what? We do not have any weapons. They have destroyed all our. They are planned to destroy. They have done that already. So all our arsenal in Yoruba and Southeast have been destroyed. So there's nothing you can do to fight them in the war with them. But you know, if people who do not have weapons of your enemies, you only have to rely on something. What God has given you. You only have to. That's the only thing we have now. So we are going to rely on what God has given us, which is what? Intelligence. So if people want to come and kill us in the Yorubas and the Igbos, we will use intelligence and they will point their own gun on their own children. So the gun they want to come and use to kill us for being hardworking because they envy us, they are jealous of us, they want to destroy, to kill us, they will use that gun to kill themselves. So we have to rely on what God has given us. So please, I'm driving this first to everybody. Use anybody you know, your family members, those in Nigeria, everywhere. Tell them to sign this thing because I want to see this petition that Heritage has raised. Is a very good petition. We want to see it to the end of it.
Point of correction. Yeah, it's not Heritage that's written it. I might be the one running it this week or this one, but it's something that next time another person will run it. Next time another person will run it. We're going to be running it in batch until we finally get to where we're going. So it's not Heritage, it's our thing. It's ours. So go ahead, sir.
Thank you. Heritage, you have nothing to be worried about. It is your name that is on it.
No, I'm not worried.
So
I'm just saying I'm not worried. I keep telling you guys they can't catch me. I'm part of the union. But the good thing is that I want to make sure that everybody have a sense of belonging. Thank you, sir.
So please, anyone that is watching, please, this is a fight for our future. We have nowhere to go to. I have land in Nigeria. I cannot go and live in it. I have everything in Nigeria. I cannot go there. The same thing is happening to all your families and kinsmen. They can't come here, and some of them they have to come by the sea. And we've seen the video. The video they showed us about those people that died on the sea that were rejected by the Italians did not get to Africa. Africans did not show that video to anybody. The African news, AIT, NTA, Tribune did not show that news to all their people in Nigeria. So they are not for you. They are not for anybody. They are controlled by the government. Please, don't rely on them. For God, what God has given us is this internet. We use it to the best of our knowledge. This petition is going to United Nations. As we are typing it, as we are sending it, United Nations are receiving it. But the only way they can receive it and make mention of it in the parliament, Mr. President Clinton, Trump can mention it, the People's Federation can mention it, AU and everybody will mention it, is by you signing that petition now. If it doesn't get to the amount of numbers, they will not talk. They will say they are small numbers. So please, sign in before, what time is it now? Before 1 a.m. Please, I want to see more people signing in. Please do all that favor. Don't let our children die in out. We want to bring them home, but we want to save our nation. Back to the
studio. Thank you very much, Mr. Olusegun Opanuga, my boss. I want to introduce someone else again. Someone who has been at the forefront of this one. So I'm going to introduce him quickly, but unfortunately he didn't put his name on the thing when I don't know what happened to him, or he's gone red. I hope this man is not a red-blooded man. I can't see your image, or maybe there's no light where you are at you. I'm only seeing some red thing there, right? It looks like the moon, the red moon. Show your face, please, so that we can continue. Anyway, I'm going to give it back to Frank Bello because he's been trying. I've kept him a little bit quiet tonight and he hasn't been able to split his blood on us. Go ahead, sir.
Yes, thank you very, very much, Mr. Moderator. I thought you were going to give me a red card, and I was.
No, you're doing a good job, sir. I can't give you a red card for this.
I was ready to get out after that submission when my time came up. To be honest with you, but
look,
wanted to
instead of, I told you, there's nobody who can vote you out. Instead of people voting you out, I'm sure they will vote me out because they just love you. This guy love you because you talk a lot of sense. Go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
Yes, I think what I wanted to take a step further, because the entire look, I'm not only fighting, I've been fighting for the interest of the liberation of the South. I wasn't even interested in the North in the last 20 years. I wasn't interested because I knew, my father told me it was a farce. So I was never interested in the North. So why should I fight for the interest of the North when, as Awolowo's education made me to be who I am? Awolowo's education. Look, when I was going through education, ministers' children, commissioners' children, all of us, we were all educated in the same primary school. We all wrote the same common entrance examinations. We used the same textbooks. Guess what? At the end of the day, cars, big posh cars, waiting outside at those primary schools. The children of Palm 6 commissioners coming to pick, and then they stop everything to really subscribe to the Nigeria Bola Tinubu created. When, as a matter of fact, all my siblings behind me, my father was never bothered. ZDB was never bothered to check or to see, because they would come pick up his children from Quarter 35 Yaba College of Technology to their schools. And these people want me to just shut down my eyes. Who was Bola Tinubu? Where are these people? No, I'm not going to open up my eyes. I will fight because I was a product of that quality education that Obafemi Awolowo created in the Southwest. Classic example. Classic example of a quality product. Bola Tinubu was, Rauf Aregbesola was, all them lot are. Do you want me to mention names? What legacy have they left behind? Nothing. They stole and looted Nigeria dry. And you want me to respect them, whilst the people of Professor Banji Akintoye pick the shackles of Yinka Udumakin had the audacity, I repeat, to discredit what we have to do to salvage the Yoruba land. Go back, read how the press described Yinka Udumakin. I'm not going to go into that, but the press, at least that article, short period of time in the